Yes, guys. I hope you're good. Today, we are going to discuss about our next feature, which is Manchester United on Wednesday. Also, we're going to do a briefing about the Brighton's game. What are your initial thoughts about Brighton's game? So overall, I just want to talk about the Manchester United game, which we need to win to build confidence before we go to the Everton game or during the weekend. So I'm with Jerry. So Jerry, what is your thoughts about Chelsea versus Brighton game before we move to the Manchester United game?
Yes, I think, in my opinion, it was a good game. I know most of the people, and I don't have to go and like analyze what people are saying because people are confused, in my opinion. Different analysts in the Chelsea community, they are so confused. Sometimes they are overexcited. Sometimes they are, even when we win, they criticize. When we lose, they say we played well. So what's the point if we played well if we don't win? So I don't see any consistency in the analysis or the journalism of the Chelsea content creators. They need to enhance their game. That's why you and I, we are on the channel. That's why Coachella. That's why many other people, Carlito, they are all in the community. So we can give some good analysis, right? So of course, if we just look at the game, it was not really a great performance. Of course, I'm not saying it was a great performance, but again, we have to see that we were winning 2-0. It was an even game, more or less, and we were winning 2-0. And of course, the red card and the goal, sorry, the goal again, we have to improve that. There is a lack of concentration and a counter attack, and this is happening. We always concede a goal, at least one goal in every game in the same pattern, right? When they go attack from the flank, a quick pass, 1-2, and a goal, or pass from the side, with fail to close down and a goal. So the goal was also disappointing, but more than that, of course, the our favorite Gallagher's, who I'm criticizing these days, So his second yellow, but of course I won't criticize him for that because it can happen with any player. I know a lot of people are criticizing him, or also Pochettino, that he must. I mean, he should have substituted him, but who knows? Like it. I mean, if we all are following football for a long time, and many times a player gets a yellow in the start, and people don't substitute him. Gallagher is, I know he plays adventurous, he tackles. It's easy to say because he got a red card, but again, it is like close. It was probably not even a yellow according to Poch and some people, right? So, but anyhow, when we went into the second half with 2-1, and I was also like speaking to myself and my friends that it's a good opportunity now for Chelsea, because even though we are with 10 players, we should suffer and just grind a result, right? In the halftime, what I was thinking, I was not thinking of a wonderful display, a professional display, keeping the ball, defending very well. I was just thinking that in the past we are not winning games, right? We are 10th for a reason. We are not winning. We are just not winning games. We are losing or drawing and sometimes winning game, right? Only in this season we have won two games in a row in the league. Fulham and Burnley. We won two games in a row. We haven't won twice, only once in this season. So if we beat United, it will be the second time we win two games in a row, right? So this is our season. We don't win two games in a row. So I was just thinking, just to conclude that, I was just thinking, look, now we are with 10 men. We have a goal lead, right? It's 2-1. The good thing is that with 10 men, we are 2-1. Just play a game, a street fight, a determined game, a hard fought win. It will just boost the confidence, nothing else. I know it was not so good. Although we considered the goal in the 90th minute, so we pretty much didn't allow Brighton to score in the entire game. But the way the only criticism is of the team or Pochettino, who I don't criticize because I like him. I still like him a lot. But if you see, I don't know if you'll agree with me. Just to conclude on this second half, whenever we had the ball, we gave it away many times very soon. I'm sure you must have noticed that. We didn't keep the ball. We should have wasted some time. We have passed short passes. We Sanchez, you know how many times he when he kicked the ball it went outside, right? How many times when Caicedo, like I think Caicedo didn't play well, it was a very poor performance, and the other players as well. When we get the possession, we quickly try to counter. At 3-1, in my opinion it was more, it would have been more clever to defend and keep the ball, make the game slow. We were up tempo, we're trying to counter, pass it to Broya as a hold up forward. He would try. The strategy was to give the ball to Broya so he can try to get it in the right position, which he didn't in the whole game, and then try to attack from there, right? Or before when Jackson was playing. So overall, like I'm happy that we won, but the way we defended was not very convincing. But it doesn't matter. It's just a game. We were with down to 10 men, and we got a result. That's the most important thing. And again, like this game was okay, it was not good, it was not bad, we won very fair and square. The game against Newcastle was, of course, it was awful. I think the worst game in this season. But if you see the 11 games before these two games, we were really good. So that's why I'm not concerned. I think in the Newcastle game, I would take it as a one-off game. I still don't see it as a pattern. In the Brighton game, we were better, of course, and then we were with 10 men. So we have to understand, because it's not easy, and we are not playing well with 11. So why should we expect us to play any better with 10 men? We just fought. We played like street football, right? And we just won the game, and it's good. We can do it. Many times when we were winning, we bottled it. Like with Arsenal, we were winning 2-0. We couldn't finish it. With Liverpool, we couldn't win it. With Manchester City, we are happy it's a draw, but we should have won that game. But so eventually we won a game with 10 men, so I'm happy with that. So that's my conclusion. I'm not looking into technicalities in this game. It doesn't matter. We are with 10 men. Before that, we were, if not the better side, we were good enough. We scored 2 goals. It was a good first half. And second half with 10 men, we just tried to hold on. We fought very hard, and we got the result.
Yeah, but I would like to criticize some few players before we move to the Manchester United game. But firstly, I want to, as you said, Mauricio Pochettino and his coaching staff. What was the idea or plan after us having 10 men, for example? Those silly mistakes or giving away possession a lot of the time. While we know Brighton uh, having possession is not easy for us. We should have had a better plan in terms of that. Also, another thing, our players were too aggressive in terms of uh, giving away silly fouls. Also, our players Enzo, Moses Cassidy, I think they got a similar yellow card, kicking the ball away while Brighton should take their fouls. So I think that's annoying. We need to do better in terms of players being disciplined. I was not happy with this the performance of Raheem Sterling because I thought he should have done better as an experienced player. So overall, I'm glad Moses Caicedo didn't get a red card because it seems like he was looking for it. He was always kicking the players, and then I'm glad that the ref didn't give him this second yellow card. So overall, man, we've been playing good football and then not getting results. How about play bad and get the results? Which is what Manchester United are doing at the moment. They are not doing well, but in terms of Premier League, they are getting results because they are winning their games. So, yeah, man, let's go to the Manchester United game. So, what can Chelsea do to win this game? Because if you can check our recent performance against Manchester United, is so poor. And then I don't have the confidence of winning this game because we haven't done good when we play against them. So, what is your plan? If you're Mauricio Pochettino, what will you do to win this game?
Okay, so I'm very confident on this game. I'll be surprised if you don't win the game. So I'm sharing it with the world very openly that I will be very, very surprised if we don't beat Manchester United. Uh, I think I think we will play similarly the way we played against Arsenal and Manchester City in this game. We'll play with a very, 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 very high tempo. High tempo. We will dominate the possession because Manchester United is playing on the counter. They sit back, as we have seen. It's clear. And with teams who play high press, so Pochettino and Chelsea will dominate possession, maybe 58, 60, 62%, something like that. We will have the possession. And the only thing that people may ask is that if we will have that kind of a possession and United sit back. So again, it's not a low block, but it will be like we will have to break them down, right? Because they will be behind the ball. So I don't see that as a problem in this game because, of course, United will not park the bus. They'll be playing at home. So again, just to give an idea, as I said, we will have a similar display like Arsenal, Manchester City. I see a very intense performance from Chelsea team. We have seen already in the how many 14 games that we have played so far that in the big games the boys have stood up, right? And it's something that I anticipate it happening, and there are various reasons for that. One should also many people who have analyzed this game or analyzing this game are forgetting one thing. The Although there is no official past of Mauricio Pochettino and Manchester United, but since 2018, Pochettino was heavily linked with Manchester United job, heavily. And I have to talk on this for a minute or two, not so long, just a minute or two, because for me, historic context is important. And a coach and a man like Pochettino, who is very emotional, who is driven by the occasion, this is important. He wanted this Manchester United job. It was a dream job. This is a fact. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that who is following football. He really wanted the job. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got the job, but he was still at Tottenham, and it was a interim role. The plan was to give Pochettino the permanent role, but Ole Gunnar went to a 10 or 12 games unbeaten run, and for some reason, Manchester United gave him a long-term contract. And when Pochettino left Tottenham, he was still waiting. And Ole, in fact, did well. That's what I talk with my friends. People forget about it. He was statistically as well, he's the best manager after Alex Ferguson. I know his last 3 months were horrible, but he went to a 20, I always forget, 23, 24 unbeaten games away from home. When Pochettino was waiting and waiting, he was getting calls. Even Chelsea contacted him. Ruben wanted to sign him before he joined PSG. And many other invitations as well. He was waiting for the United job. He didn't get it. Eventually, Ole was still there. They didn't sack him. So he took the PSG job. And when he was in PSG, Manchester United wanted, when he was at PSG, Manchester United again wanted Mauricio Pochettino. But PSG board declined to let him go. They declined him to let him go. Then their plan was to go for Eric Ten Hag. It's clear. It's just unlimited resources out there to check and confirm. And he was devastated, according to Guillem Balag, according to other Spanish Argentine journalists. He was devastated. He really thought that's his job, Manchester United job, and that is why he got many opportunities like. All the clubs like Nottingham Forest, Wolves, he would never take those jobs. Even Aston Villa contacted him and he turned them down. Unai Emery got the job because he knew if he didn't get United job, he wanted a big job. And he got Chelsea. That's why this is why I also want to share, because of these reasons, I'm so excited about Pochettino getting the Chelsea job, because I think Pochettino is a much better manager than Ten Hag. And it's sad at this moment because we are 10th. Pochettino is not doing well. But I'm not concerned because all my last videos have analyzed this is the same pattern with Tottenham. I expect now and from January onwards to be really, really, really good and still finish in the top 4. I have no doubt we'll finish in the top 4. I'll maintain that. Maybe I'll quit if you don't, because I'm so confident. Right. So the thing is that with all these reasons, Pochettino, he don't say that, but inside he wants to win this game, to show to the world, to show to United fans who wanted Ten Hag over him, to show to the United board, to the world, to everyone, because insiders, people who make decisions, people who have the future. I know it's one game, but Pochettino would make the players the way he was made them ready against Arsenal and City, he would get into their head to deliver on this in this. So you will see. There's no guarantee that Chelsea will win. There's no guarantee in any game, but you will see a great intensity. You can see from my conference, it will be an amazing intensity and display. If they play 10 times, 6 times, I think Chelsea will win. 2 times a draw or 2 times United. So I don't know which day is that. And if they play 10 times, I think 6 times Chelsea will beat United and couple of draws and United win. So this is a history of Pochettino and Manchester United. So he would want to go and win there. He, in his heart, deep in his heart, he think Ten Hag has taken his role. He is happy at Chelsea just because he think at Chelsea he can fight with United and the big boys. Now coming to the match and quickly recapping it, I think it's clear that Chelsea, as I said, will dominate the possession. United will sit back deep. They will not, of course, park the bus, but they will play the way they play. If you can see against Newcastle, against most of the teams, even team who are lower in the table, United is not going all out attack, and they never did. In the first season, there were many games they did, but slowly and eventually, as the last season was coming to an end, he was going more defensive. This season, he's very, very defensive. He built up very slow, and then he develops and counters. He's relying on Bruno Fernandes and Rashford. And lately Garnacho, or how do we pronounce him? Sorry, the Argentine boy, he's doing well for them, right? It's still a good team in my opinion, but they are also the injuries are not helping, especially Lisandro Martinez. He relies too much on him. When he bought him from Ajax, he's a great defender and he passed the ball very well. So he's not there for a couple of months. I think he's absent till what, February, March. And so Bruno is playing well. I don't like Bruno and his behavior and his character and his personality. It's awful. Like he's like a crybaby. He's the captain, but he's whining and crying all the time. But he's a good player. On this day, he's a good player. Rashford can hurt us on the counter. But I think if we can keep the defensive shape well, because again, out of 90 minutes, I think 75 minutes will be the better side. We will have ample of opportunities only if we can take those opportunities. United might score a goal. That's all I can see that. So I think it will be a textbook possession versus defensive game. We'll see Chelsea absolutely dominate the possession. Hopefully, they will dominate the game as well with the result. And we'll play a 4-2-3-1. And Gallagher is not here, so it's interesting what will happen. There are so many options. I mean, there are not too many options because of the injuries. And Nkunku, I don't know. I'll ask you later. You can share if he's fit. I haven't checked if he'll play this game. Even if he play, he'll come off the bench. So 4-2-3-1 with my formation would be like Reece James, Thiago Silva, Vadeshile, Covil, the back four, and Fernandes, Caicedo, and the pivot 4-2. And if Palmer is fit, then I see Modric, Palmer, Sterling, and Sterling on the right, Modric on the left. So yeah, and many people are saying Broja, and I would like to give him opportunity, but not in this game because we need the pace as well. Because United will be playing more defensively, so we need the pace, someone to cut in, link up with the midfield, and in the transition. So although Nico, we still don't know how good he is. He's not been consistent. His hat trick with Tottenham with 9 men is kind of saved his stats, But still, I will play Nico in this one over Broja for the reasons I said. So I see, because we are not so clinical, we could even do better than my final analysis. But I see a 3-1 Chelsea win in this game. So, bro, what is your take and how would you like to conclude it, your analysis and your prediction?
First, I will say that since that we haven't done very well against Manchester United, it's a time now to step it up from our coaching staff to the players. But I want more from our players, regardless what they are doing in training, what is their game plan. I want a fight from our players. I want our players to take responsibility if something is not working out very well. I need players to communicate better in terms of correcting each other's mistakes. I don't want to see another performance that we did against Newcastle, which was not acceptable as a Chelsea fan. So overall, I want our players to do more. And then I like your preferred lineup. As I said, Jackson might be helpful in terms of pace. Personally, I would prefer Broca, but man, everyone have his or her own opinions. But overall, I just want us to win. Whereas 2-1, 3-1, 5-0, 10-0, you name it, as long we win. But now I just want to see this. What would Mauritius do without Conor Gallagher? Because Conor Gallagher has been one of main men for Mauricio Pochettino. What will he do without him? But as I said, Cole Palmer will be a perfect number 10 because he can drop deep and go forward for us. Now I just want more from Raheem Sterling from Manchester United game because against Newcastle and Brighton, I didn't see enough from Sterling. I know he can do better. We've seen him from Manchester City side. So overall, I want more from Raheem Sterling. Hopefully, Mudrik can score for us. Also, we can use his pace, which will be helpful. But now, if we get opportunities, we need to be clinical. We need to be clinical. Another thing before I wrap it up, if Thiago Silva starts this game, I need more protection from from Rhys James or Moses Caicedo dropping deep in terms of helping us defensively because Manchester United will use their pace for counter attacks. Garnacho and Rashford, you know they are spitfire, so we need to be careful what we do. In terms of Bruno Fernandes, I don't know about that one. He's got a small heart. If you take him a little bit, he'll be out of the game. So overall, I just want us to win. I need more from our players. I need a better performance from our previous two games. But overall, results all matters. 3 points, no matter how we play. If we get 3 points, I'm telling you, the fans will be happy more than the performance because now it's December time. We get game 3 games per week. So overall, we need 3 points each and every game to close the gap on the top. Hopefully, we can get Lavia and Kunku soon in order to help the player in terms of rotation. So overall, my score prediction will be 3-1 Chelsea. And then, guys, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share the stream to everyone that you know.
Like and subscribe. Tobeho is doing a fantastic job, doing great analysis, growing the channel, working hard. Please share it with your family and friends. Keep supporting us, keep supporting Tobeho, and enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, guys, and really, we will hopefully start winning the games now. It's about time. Thank you, Tobeho, for having me. I'll see you soon. Take care.